Rather lies. Welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, Mikel Arteta has been speaking after thumping Chelsea 4-0. Thomas Tuchel also spoke, and I think I'll pick out a very, very important excerpt from Thomas Tuchel and react to it, because he said the level of mental commitment, the level of physical commitment that Arsenal had, Chelsea were nowhere near it, and they couldn't actually match and live up to the standards. But Mikel has also been speaking about our win, and he said, don't get carried away. There is a lot of work we have to do, and there is still a lot of things that we are actually doing very, very wrongly. How much more is this Arsenal side going to look under Mikel Arteta? We are going to know injury team news as well. Transfers, obviously, during the transfer summer, we are always speaking to the manager about transfers, and he said, look, listen, with transfers you do not have to worry. We have everything planned, and we still have more incomings coming in. We know the players we want at the moment, and we're trying to get the deals done. Hit that button for me. Let's get this Arsenal win to 1,000 likes. Subscribe to the podcast as well. It should also take us to 56,000 subscribers. Let's get into Mikel Arteta and the press conference, and we see what exactly the manager was talking about after that gargantuan win. Now, on whether Arsenal supporters should be excited about the team, this is what he said. Interesting that Mikel is becoming very, very exciting as a manager, and also very excited. This is what he said. Yes, but it is a friendly match. As you can see, there are a lot of positives to take away from the game. The way we played, the intensity we showed, the way we were trying to show who we are as a team. But at the same time, it is just a test match. Don't get carried away. There is still a lot of things that we have to get better at and do better. But I think it is good to get some momentum, finish the tour in the right way, give some enjoyment to our fans and everybody that is contributing to make this tour happen. Now it's time to go back to London to focus on keeping improvements and also steps forward. That is Mikel on whether this on whether fans should actually get excited because of the win. And I think I agree with him there. You have to really be excited and just enjoy the moment, but there is a lot of things to work on. There is a lot of things to get better at, just like Mikel has said. Like, for example, in the second half, I thought Chelsea miraculously took over control. Yes, we were playing a bigger side like Chelsea, and I think with smaller teams we can dominate throughout the 90 minutes, but we need to fight better to keep possession in both in the first half and in the second half. The pressing was good in the first half. The intensity was good in the first half. The quick transitions were absolutely flying in the first half, but in the second half, somehow all that had been lost. And look, Thomas Tuchel said that Arsenal side was absolutely a beast for us. They were really committed. The level of physical commitment, the level of mental commitment they had was absolutely very, very key. And for us at Chelsea, we do not have that. But I think Mikel is right. Let's not get carried away. Let's give it some time. Probably sooner or later, Arsenal will be there. On the importance of getting business done, early, just like that. It says it's a deal. It's ideal for any coach that you ask. The earlier you get the players, the better, because you need to get them in the cohesion of the team, understanding each other, relaxed and comfortable socially around the team. And the fact that Jesus has been with us for weeks makes a very, very huge difference. And I think as well, Thomas Tuchel has been speaking about that, and he said we've lost the game. A couple of factors that actually led us to lose the game. One of them is the fact that we have so many players that still have I want to go. I need to be out of this team. Players that are really, really unsettled. And those are the incomings that Thomas Tuchel have actually just come in. They've not really yet settled into the team. So Mikel speaking about doing business early. He says you need to get these players integrated into the system, into the team, and the better you do it, the earlier you do it, the better. Ten Hag also spoke about the same and said, look, you need to bring in players early, and he said for this United side, I even don't know. There's still a lot of work to do. So it means every manager wants to get their signings very early and wants to get their transfers done pretty quickly. But I was very surprised that Alexander Zinchenko actually featured in his debut earlier than Fabio Vieira. Can you believe that? Of course, Vieira had an injury at the beginning of his career at Arsenal, so I think we will see him very, very soon. On whether the results change anything about the transfer strategy, and they say nothing. Again, nothing. Don't get carried away. There were a lot of positives. There were a lot of things we can do much better than we have done today as well. We have to continue to improve this team as well. So on transfers, the win has been absolutely enjoyable, gargantuan, that is the word. But the truth is, there is a lot of work still to be done. And I cannot disagree with them. You need to get the squad a little bit better. Nicola Pepe, guys. Nicola Pepe needs to get off the... Jesus Christ. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe how far Nicola Pepe has actually fallen. I mean, even before, you could feel there is a player in there. You could feel the talent. You could feel probably he's not happy. Probably he's lacking a string of consistent gameplay. But now, Nicola Pepe, he's really fallen below the radar, off the cliff. So many, we need to improve this team massively, absolutely massively, especially Nicola Pepe getting out. I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated at him. I'm telling you, lads. But anyway, Mikel says, this doesn't change the transfer strategy. We need to keep on improving, and it is not over yet. That is quite a positive. On his options in the team, he says, I focus on the players that I have available. We know that we would like to do. We know what we would like to do is to get the best from the players that we have at the moment. On the back four today that actually played today, it says at the moment Tierney and Tomiyasu are not fit. We have other options, but I think it was very great. It was very good to try different things to build some relationship in big matches, and I'm happy the way we played. So look, listen, the way we played in that back four was Ben White playing as a right back, Saliba and Gabriel playing in the middle, and Alexander Zinchenko played for us as your inverted left back, and it was absolutely enjoyable, very, very enjoyable, because what it does is when we are out of position, it creates that kind of back three of White, Saliba, and Gabriel, and then that means Partey and Alexander Zinchenko would then come in and close the gaps. The role of Partey and Alexander Zinchenko is to come and stand in between the gaps. I think it was enjoyable. It was really good. I don't think that is how we will play all season. I think Tomiyasu will get back in that side. It's quite very solid. And also when you think about him being very, very comfortable and helping out Gabriel Martinelli on the left-hand side of the pitch, I think he will definitely... Saka as well on the right. I think he will definitely come back in the side. But I think I love the back four, and I like the way we executed the ideas of the manager. On Alexander Zinchenko, he says he was desperate to play, and I knew it. It was a maximum 45 minutes, but you could see straight away he was very comfortable. He understands everything that I want. Wow. I hear you, Mikel, there. I hear you on that. And he says he understands the process, and I thought he had a really, really good game. You don't need to think about it. Alexander Zinchenko, man of the match in the first half. He was very, very good. Obviously, not man of the match. I think Gabriel Jesus was absolutely on another level. But I'm going to be quite honest. Zinchenko is a great signing for Arsenal. And I think... Mikel saying he understands what I want brings out exactly what we're talking about. A player that can play for you as an inverted left back, keeps on taking up, picking up those responsibilities as an attacker, as a midfielder, and also as a defender. He's always going to be falling back to help out Gabriel Magalhaes. He's going to be going forward to help out Gabriel Martinelli, but also in that pocket of space around Thomas Partey on the left-hand side of the pitch, especially when Granit Xhaka is not that quality. Sorry to say, but he's not that quality really. So Alexander Zinchenko plays a key role, and I know he understands what Arteta wants, and I know that is exactly what Mikel Arteta wants. He wants him to play there to help out on the left-hand side of the midfield where Odegaard doesn't predominantly operate, and I think he's really going to do it very, very well for us now. On William Saliba, Mikel said, I'm really pleased to see the way he's playing, the way he has adapted to the team, the maturity that is shown at the age of 21. Carrying on doing it. We will keep developing him. He's a huge potential. He's really a top player, and we have to make him even better. Listen to that. That is a confirmation that William Saliba is staying at Arsenal. We will develop him. We will keep him. We will make him better. And what more do you need as a confirmation that William Saliba will stay? Unless anything happens, Barcelona is flying around the market like wizards. They're flying on brooms, right? But if they don't fly into our new deal with Saliba on brooms, he will stay. And when he stays, it's going to be marvelous. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. But Mikel, they're saying William Saliba is absolutely key and very, very ready. On if William Saliba is ready, Mikel says he looked ready to me today. Absolutely. Finally getting. It was the manager all along saying that he was not ready. So when he says he is ready, that is a key point there, isn't it? On Fabio Vieira and Takehiro Tomiyasu's fitness says yeah, Tommy is really close to start doing some training sessions, hopefully next week, and Fabio probably a little bit longer. I think he needs another week or so before he starts with the team, but he's been working hard and has been really, really unlucky to start his Arsenal career in this way. But again, he's fitting in very, very well. On if Gabriel Jesus is okay with that minor injury, he says yeah, he got a knock in the first half in his squad. I think it wasn't very, very comfortable. It wasn't very, very comfortable, and obviously we didn't take any risks today, and there was no need to take any risks today. You have Edin Ketia who can play for you in that role. On the tour, he says we had great time. Thank you so much for everybody that participated in organizing this tour. We tried to make it as enjoyable and as productive as possible. And in the sporting side, the facilities were really, really good in both games, and we played were really, really good as well. Really competitive matches. Don't like Mikel. The first one was not very competitive. Great cup, great attendance. So looking forward to getting back one day. On squad depth, he says, speaking on squad depth, it says we are where we are. Obviously, at the moment, we have injuries. You can see that we are still a little bit short in terms of positions for the way that we want to play, but it is something they're trying to address. We have increased the quality of the team for sure, and the level of the squad is obviously something that we want to keep raising and raising and raising. On signing American players here, he says we have already one that we signed, so it's a good start. Let's see how he adapts into but it's a huge market. There is a lot of opportunities there, and hopefully we can bring some more to make you happy. And finally, on if Gabriel Jesus can compete for the Golden Boot, he says, I have no clue. We are in preseason. What I can guarantee you is that he's going to do everything he can to be the best player that he can. That is it. So Mikel there speaking on behalf of Arsenal Football Club. Of course, he's the manager. He always speaks on behalf of us. I should be speaking in press conferences. For example, if they ask me, can Gabriel Jesus win the Golden Boot? I would say there is Haaland, there is Darwin Núñez, but I think Gabriel Jesus is the better player. That is what I would say, definitely. But I think it wouldn't be the right answer. But that is Mikel Arteta on transfers, on injuries, and also on the tour. We are back in London. Sevilla coming up next. See you soon.